What's going on, everyone, and welcome to episode 3, yes, number 3 of Firefighter Q&A with Lane Jackson. Now, I know it's been a couple weeks since we did a Q&A, guys, and you guys are probably dying for me to answer your questions. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and answer about 3 to 4 questions in this video. So we're just gonna dive straight into it, but before we do that, I need you guys to do me a favor. If you enjoy the content, I need you to take a moment, pause the video, hit that thumbs up button, also hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and comment down below any questions you wanna ask that's firefighter related. All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So our very first question for this episode is coming from Billy Esquivel, and I think I'm pronouncing your last name right, Billy. If not, I'm sorry, I apologize, forgive me. All right, are jobs really competitive on the DoD side of things, and does veteran preference go a long way when trying to get hired on a DoD department? So the first part of your question, yes, it can become competitive a little bit. There's a lot of people with priority, a lot of people that will get put on the list in front of you based on disability, military disability, retired. If someone has a spouse that's active duty, they'll get put on a higher list. So all that plays a part. As far as, like, say you're just a regular person, you never served in the military, your chances of getting hired can be a lot harder. Not saying that it's possible, because I know people that with no military background still was able to get a federal job. It's just your chances of getting hired is a lot more competitive. And that's why I preached in the last episode, try to make yourself marketable, try to get extra classes, try to get these classes to help beef your resumes up. That way, when you're submitting for these jobs, your resume is beefed up and it's making you more marketable. So to answer your question, yes, it can be competitive, but it's definitely possible for anyone to get a job as a federal firefighter, all right? The second part of your question, does veteran preference go a long way? Yes. So prime example, veteran preference breaks down in two ways, I believe. So you have a 10-point vet, which is the highest. Those guys they get offered a job no matter what. And then you're a 5-point vet. I'm considered a 5-point vet, so that puts me right under a 10-point vet. So my chances my name on the list, if I put in for a job, let's just say I put in for a job in California, I will be higher on the list than most people because I'm a 5-point veteran. All right, so yes, veteran preference does go a long way, and it does help you out if you have that. There's certain forms you'll have to attach to your resume, like a DD-214. They might ask for, I think, a SF-50, I believe. Definitely a DD-214, but there's certain documents you will have to provide on your resume or attach to your resume to just show proof that you're a veteran, all right? I will say you guys are asking some really good questions, and I know you're helping hundreds of people out, all right? So question number 2 comes from Luke G. And the reason I'm saying Luke G, because I can't pronounce your last name, and I don't want to disrespect your last name or butcher your last name, Luke, so forgive me, all right? Luke wants to know, do you think I would have a better chance getting a 12 mic, which is a firefighter MOS in the military, 12 mic if I went reserve or active? Now that's a good question. It depends on your the branch you're trying to go for, Luke. If you're trying to go active, I would say the Air Force, your chances are higher, then probably the Marines, and then the Army. The Navy, probably under the Army, because the Air Force has tons of aircraft and the Marine Corps has tons of aircraft as well. When it comes to the Army, the MOS is slowly phasing out, so it's getting harder and harder to get active. Now, if you're trying to go National Guard or Reserve, I would say, again, probably Air Force. I don't know about the Marines, but so I would say probably the Army and then the Marines and Navy after that. So it just depends on which branch you want to go and which route you want to go. If you want to go active, again, probably Air Force, your chances of getting the job will be a lot higher versus the other branches. For me, when I joined the National Guard back in 2004, I think I just gave my age away. But nah, when I joined the National Guard in 2004, I told the recruiter, like, plain and simple, I was like, hey, I want this job. He was like, I don't know if we can get you that job. I was like, look, give me this job, I'll join it. If not, I'm not joining. So if you really want the job, make sure you talk to these recruiters and you tell them what you want, all right? Because if not, they're gonna try to sell you on another job that you really don't want. Say, look, this is what I want. If you can't make it happen, I'm gonna go to another recruiter, to another branch, whatever the case may be. So I hope that answers your question, Luke. Good luck. Again, the Air Force, in my opinion, would be the best bet if you're going active duty. And with the reserves and guard, you just have to go to your local recruiter office and see what's available in your state, all right? So we're gonna wrap this video with one more question, which will be question number 3, guys, because again, I like to keep these videos short, sweet, and simple. I don't want to shortchange you on the responses by trying to ask 10 questions in one video, and I don't want to make the video 20 minutes long because I know you guys don't want to sit here for 20 minutes. So that being said, question number 3 is coming from Snitch, and I think I'm pronouncing your name right. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. is there any way of getting an advantage without going to college? Now, I don't know if you're talking about getting hired as a firefighter or just a regular firefighter or a DOD firefighter, but I will say to just become a firefighter, you don't have to have college. If you have college, I'm pretty sure it makes you more marketable if you're trying to get on. Now, if you're trying to become a federal firefighter, having college, again, it's just one of those things that's gonna make you more marketable. And if you have a degree in fire science or emergency management, anything that deals with public safety, life safety, it's probably definitely gonna give you an advantage. I will say having a degree in later on in your career, like prime example, I know a lot of guys I work with, you know, after about 10 years plus, you know, they want to become a chief, or their goal is to become a chief or a fire marshal. They will go to college and continue their education and get a degree in like fire science or emergency management because they want to work for FEMA. So when you start getting to that level, yes, it will give you an advantage. But just for an entry firefighter, I'm not gonna say it won't, and I'm not gonna say it will, but it depends on the degree. If you already have a degree in fire science or emergency management, it's definitely gonna make you more marketable. So it's not gonna hurt you at all. But I'm not saying don't go to college. You know, definitely go and continue to learn, continue to get educated. It's always gonna help you out in the long run, all right? So I hope that answers your question. So this concludes episode 3 of Firefighter Q&A with Lane Jackson, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&As. You guys are asking amazing questions like I mentioned in the previous videos. Comment down below the question you would like me to answer or you would like to ask about firefighting related, and I will answer it in future videos, all right? It may not be the very next video, but I will definitely get to it. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you enjoy the content. If you work at a fire department and you think these videos will be beneficial to your fire department, to your training department, whatever the case may be, please share these videos with your personnel, with firefighters. I know a lot of firefighters watch these videos, especially a lot of people that wants to get into firefighting. So any questions you guys want to ask, man, ask it, and I'll give you my best answer. If not, I will research the answer and make sure I get the answer for you, all right? So until next time, guys, I appreciate the love and support. As always, peace.